Good morning, everyone. My name is Oscar Gittemeier. I'm an outreach librarian with the Fulton County Library. Welcome to Streaming Storytime. While our libraries are temporarily closed, we're offering streaming Storytime Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock. So thank you for joining us today. I want to just remind folks that some of the books that we're reading, you can actually download those books from our mobile apps. So I'm going to show you on our tablet at the end how you can use eRead Kids, how you can use the Libby app, the Hoopla app, free tutors, and I'll show you at the end of Storytime today how to get those books. So March is Women's History Month, and so if you want to get really great books like Little Leaders, this is a great book that you can get through eRead Kids. You can also get it through our Libby app, and that's a great option. So if you want to check out a whole bunch of books about really great women in history, please check out our apps. The Atlanta Science Festival was also going to be happening in March, and so we have a ton of really great science books online. So if you want to check out some science experiment books, go online and use our apps to find those as well. So today I am dressed up. I've got my cowboy hat on. I've got my suspenders on because we are going to be reading some super fun books today. Our first book takes place on a farm, and this book is called Tough Chicks. And then we've got some other really great adventure books. And so I know a lot of us, we're still doing our schoolwork from home. A lot of our parents are working from home. And so we've got some books about what it feels like to feel a little bit alone. So this is the book Stick and Stone. So we're going to read that one and talk about what it feels like sometimes to be lonely and then to find a friend. And then because a lot of us can't travel right now, I've got some really great travel books. This one is called My Aunt Came Back, and that's a fun one. This is about an aunt that travels all over the world. And then another one, it's a classic. I bet you've heard it before. Oh, the Places You'll Go. So because a lot of us are in our houses right now, I thought it would be fun to travel and do adventures in the books that we read. And that's what's great about Storytime is we get to travel and we get to explore new places through books, and we get to hear stories about all different kinds of people. So we are going to get started today with our very first book. It is called Tough Chicks, and it's on a farm. So if you have a cowboy hat or you have a tractor or anything fun you want to pull over, you can bring it over while we read Tough Chicks. From the moment Mama Hen's eggs burst open, she knew she was dealing with some pretty tough chicks. Penny, Polly, and Molly shook out their wet fluff and immediately began to strut around the farm. Peep, peep, zoom, zoom, zip, cheep. They rustled the worms, they raced the bugs, they dove off the fence after pesky barn flies. Make them good, plucked the hens in the hen house. Mama Hen ruffled her feathers. They are good, she replied, though at times the chicks did make trouble. Peep, peep, zoom, zip, cheep. Penny liked to grab the cow's tail to hitch a ride. Polly was fond of rooster roping, and Molly was partial to mud, lots of mud. She loved a good roll in the pig pen. Make them be good, called the animals. They are good, Mama Hen clucked, but sometimes even she worried. Like the time Farmer Fred found the chicks looking under the hood of his tractor. We didn't touch anything. We just wanted to see how it worked, peeped Penny, Polly, and Molly. Make them be good, grumbled the farmer. Chicks don't belong in tractors. That farmer is really mad. Mama Hen looked at the other chicks. Some were preening their first feathers under the morning sun. Others were quietly pecking grains from the henhouse floor. Two were riding under their mama's wing, afraid to come out. My chicks are different, all right, thought Mama Hen, but they're tough and they're smart and they're different in a good way. Peep, peep, zoom, zip, cheep. Watch out below, Penny hollered as she swung off the cow's tail and into the yard. The other chicks ran for cover. Careful, Mama Hen called to Penny. Nice form, she added quietly. The hens in the hen house decided it was time to teach Penny, Polly, and Molly how to behave like proper chickens. They tried to show the chicks the fine art of scratching for grain. Not a speck of grain was found. The rooster tried showing the chicks how to cluck in a calm and collected manner. Not a proper cluck was heard. The pigs even demonstrated how to make a nest. Not a single nest was built. When Farmer Fred found the chicks looking under the hood of his tractor again, it was the last straw. He leaned forward and fixed the chicks with his stern eyes. You are little fuzzy-headed chicks. Be cute, be quiet, be good, and stay away from my tractor. I have hay to move before the rain comes. That farmer is really mad. The chicks watched from the yard as Farmer Fred drove the tractor around the field, gathering the hay. But on his way back to the barn, the tractor spit out a puff of black smoke and gave a clunk and then a screech and came to a sudden stop. Farmer Fred looked under the hood. He looked up at the dark clouds and he looked worried. Then he walked to the back of the tractor and gave it a mighty push. The tractor began to roll. Faster and faster it rolled down the hill. It was heading straight for the hen house. Bad idea, bleated the sheep. Move, bellowed the cow. What are we going to do? Crowed the rooster. While the rest of the animals ran for safety, Penny, Polly, and Molly sprang into action. Peep, peep, zoom, zip, cheep. They swung off the cow's tail and onto the tractor steering wheel, turning the tractor in the nick of time. The hen house was saved, but the tractor came to a stop, smack in the middle of the pig's favorite mud hole. Mama Hen rounded up her chicks. I think it's time we showed these animals how good it is to have tough, smart chicks around. The chicks quickly scratched out a plan, and the animals went to work. Wow, they are really smart. Doing levers. That's pretty good science. Under the hood of the tractor, the chicks tightened the belts, checked the fluids, and patched a few holes with Molly's super strong mud mixture. When they were done, Farmer Fred started his tractor. It worked, the animals cheered. Those are some tough chicks, the animal said. I know, said Mama Hen. Farmer Fred stopped his tractor. Those are some smart chicks, he said. I know, said Mama Hen. She turned to Penny, Polly, and Molly and gave them each a peck on the cheek. These are some good chicks, said Mama Hen. We know, said Penny, Polly, and Molly. Beep, beep, zoom, zip, cheep. And that is the end of Tough Chicks. And that was our first book for today. If you liked Tough Chicks about the farm and these really smart, strong, tough chicks, give me a thumbs up or hit the like button if you enjoyed this book. And so today in Storytime, we're taking adventures through books to explore new places because a lot of us are just in our houses right now. But books are great because we get to explore and hear other people's stories. So our very next story is going to be Stick and Stone. And if you like this book, you can get this book through Hoopla. You can get it through eRead Kids. You can get it through Libby. But I really recommend Hoopla because there's no waiting. It's like Netflix. You can just click it and get it instantly. So check out Stick and Stone. Stick, Stone. Lonely, alone. That's some of us right now at home. We might be feeling kind of lonely. A 0, a 1. Alone is no fun. Stick, stone, along comes pine cone. Makes fun of stone. Oh no, that's not nice. Won't leave him alone. Vanish, says Stick. His word does the trick. Pinecone walks away. Stone whispers, gee, you stuck up for me. That's just what sticks do. Friends do it too. Stick, stone, no longer alone. Stick, stone, a friendship has grown. That looks like fun. They're doing bubbles. I bet some of y'all have been doing bubbles at home. They wander and explore. Lays by the shore. Oh, that looks like fun. Looks like they made a sand castle. There's some dolphins out in the water. Then thunder and rain, a loud hurricane. Boom. Sometimes that can be scary when there's a big thunderstorm. Stick is wind blown. There goes Pinecone. Hold on, calls out Stone. Again, he's alone. Search day. Stick, stick, stick. And search night. No stick in sight. What's this? A huge puddle? Stick stuck in the muddle? Help! Stone rescues him quick. Cowabunga! Curse, sploosh. Wow, he went down that hill fast. You rock, Stone, says Stick. That's just what stones do. Best friendship rocks too. Stick, Stone, together again. Stick, Stone, a perfect 10. To the end. Sorry I needled you so much. And that is the end of Stick and Stone. And remember, if you want to read this book again, you can get this on our Hoopla app, eRead Kids, Libby. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the book Stick and Stone. Hit the like or the thumbs up button. And let me know what you thought of Stick and Stone. And I want to, so if some of you are feeling alone at home this week while you're doing your schoolwork from home and hanging out with your parents, if you have a sibling, I would really recommend read with your sibling. If you have a little brother or a little sister, they might be feeling alone too. So it would be really great if you could read a picture book to your little brother or sister. They would love that. And this is a really, really fun book to read with your little brother or sister. All right. So we're going to keep traveling and streaming story time today. This one is called My Aunt Came Back. This is about her aunt that travels all over the world. My aunt came back from Timbuktu. She brought me back a wooden shoe. My aunt came back from Bucharest. She brought me back a quilted vest. Oh, look at that vest. My aunt came back from Pakistan. She brought me back a painted fan. That's beautiful. My aunt came back from Montreal. She brought me back a parasol. I've been to Montreal. It's beautiful in Montreal. My aunt came back from old Beijing. She brought me back a golden ring. That's pretty. My aunt came back from Mandalay. She brought me back a red beret. Look at that hat. Now my aunt's going off to Kathmandu, but this time she's taking me too. Ciao, adios, sayonara, aloha, bye. And that is the end of My Aunt Came Back. So tell me in the comments, what are some of your favorite places that you've ever traveled to? Have you ever been anywhere really, really fun? This aunt got to travel to a ton of really cool places. And that's what's great about books is we get to learn in books about all different places all over the world in books. But post below and tell me about all the fun places that you've got to travel to. And then our very last book for today is Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. This one is a classic, so I hope that you like this one. This one's also available. You can download this one as well from eRead Kids, from Libby. So check it out if you want to read it some more. So without further ado, Oh, the Places You'll Go. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet on your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the guy who will decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some, you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there, things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew, just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch and your gang will fly on and you'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You'll come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right in 3/4, or maybe not quite, or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start in to race down long windowed roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky, ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame, you'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. And I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go, though the hat crackles howl. Onward up many a frightening creep, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, and you already know you'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure that when you step, step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot from your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98 3/4% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Ali Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. And that is the end of Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. That was our last book for the day. Give me a thumbs up or hit the like button if you enjoyed Oh, the Places You'll Go. And remember, if you want to read this book again, you can get this on eRead Kids, or you can get this on our Libby app and you can read it again. So we read a bunch of books about adventure today, about going and exploring new places, and that's what's great about books, is you get to learn about places all over the world. You get to learn about all different kinds of people. And remember, March is Women's History Month. It's also the Atlanta Science Festival. So if you want to check out really great science experiment books, you can do that on our apps. You can also get really great women's history books on our apps. So I just wanted to show everyone again, this is our website here. So if you want to check out books, you can actually go on the library's website, and these are our mobile apps here. This is Libby right here, so if you want to borrow ebooks and audiobooks. This is Hoopla right here. That's got a bunch of audiobooks, a bunch of ebooks, comic books, even some movies on there. There's also free tutors. This big orange T right in the middle of the page, that's tutor.com. So for everybody at home doing schoolwork, free tutors. Check them out. Use those. And eRead Kids, tons of great books on eRead Kids right here. So check all of those resources out on our website. And then also, if you want to log all the books that you're reading, this is our online reading program. Right in the middle of the page is our online reading program, right there beside the books. And you can log all the books that you're reading at home. So that's a great way to keep track of everything you're reading. And if you don't have a library card and you need to get a library card, you can actually do it right on our website. You can get a temporary 30-day card. Just go under services right at the top right here, and then click on library cards. And from library cards, you're going to do the online application right here at the top, online library card application. And you can get yourself a temporary 30-day card right now. So thank you everyone for coming to Streaming Storytime today. Again, post below and tell me about all your favorite adventures that you've taken. Tell me about all the places that you've gone that have been really fun. And we will see you back on Monday. Next week, we're going to have a bunch of new readers, a bunch of librarians reading every day, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock. So catch us next week, y'all. Thank you for coming. Bye, everybody.